So the losing trick count is a method of evaluating hands. When we start bridge, we evaluate our hands by counting high card points, but that has limited value. It's very good, but it has limited value because it doesn't take into account a long suit or a shortness in a suit if you're playing in a trump suit. All of these can add to the value of your hands. So the losing trick count was created as a method, a different method to evaluate your hands, using it in conjunction with the point count. It can be very helpful to both opener and responder when deciding whether to bid, game, and slam, and we'll see that a little longer. And you use the losing trick count only when considering suit contracts. It's not any use for no trump. Other methods include simple high card points are better for no trump. Use it only when a trump fit is known or expected. Don't use losing trick count to decide whether to open. Losing trick card count is used primarily to help constructive actions. It doesn't help as much in judging whether to compete, except at high levels. Any thoughts there, Thomas?
Yeah, no, all good.
BJ? Okay. Here's how you calculate the losing trick count, okay? You get your first rough count of losers. Look at each of your suits in turn. Okay, I'll just open this. And in each suit, look at the largest 3 cards that you have, or all the cards in that suit if you have 2 or fewer. And count as a loser any card in that top 3 that is not an ace, a king, or a queen if you have 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, you got that?
Yeah.
And then what we do, in other words, jack or lower, that is one of the top 3 cards in the suit, is considered a losing trick. It's a loser. Okay. Do this for each of the 4 suits and then add up your losers. That's your losing trick count to start with. And we'll modify that in a bit, okay? The most losers you can have in any suit is 3. So if you have a long suit that's headed by the ace king, 6, 5, 4, 3, you've only 1 loser in it, because we only count the first 3 cards in the suit. The other cards will, we think, in a suit contract, turn out to be winners. If a suit has 4 or more cards, you're considering only the top 3 for this purpose. So that's the interesting thing about it. Oh, we have Marcin. Marcin is joining us, Marcin Rudzinski. That'd be nice. Notice that the most losers you can have in a suit is limited by how many cards you have in that suit. If you have, for example, a doubleton in spades, you can't have more than 2 spade losers. Okay, a singleton is either 1 loser or 0 loser. So straight away, you can see the losing trick count gives a value to singletons and doubletons in that they are not losers. And a void is always 0 losers. So that's why it can be very helpful. So how many losers do we have in this hand? Well, we have 1 loser in spades, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We have how many losers in hearts?
2.
2, exactly. How many in diamonds?
1.
1. And how many in clubs?
2.
Yeah, very good. So similarly here, we have 2 losers in spades. We've only 1 loser in hearts. We've 2 losers in diamonds, and we've only 1 loser in clubs.
2 in clubs, 2 in clubs.
Oh, sorry, two in clubs. We have 3 clubs there, yeah. And in this one here, we have 2 losers in spades, 2 losers in hearts, 1 loser in diamonds, and 2 losers in clubs again. And this one here, where we have a void in spades, we have only 1 loser in diamonds, 1 loser in hearts, 1 loser in diamonds, and only 1 loser in clubs. So you can see that's a really powerful hand. So for openers, a minimum opening bids most commonly have 7 losers. A weak no trump is most often 7 losers, but 8 is not uncommon. And a strong no trump is most often 6 losers, but 7 is not uncommon. So that'll give you an idea of how many losers you should have in account. And a minimum responding hand will usually have 9 losers, but 10 is possible. And this includes most single raises of a major suit. Invitational hands tend to have 8 losers. This includes limit raises of suits, and most 10 to 12 point no trump responses to minors. And with 7 loser responder hands, you usually want to drive to game at least if a trump fit is found. So if you have 7 losers and your partner has 7 losers, you should be driving to game. Now, anybody who wants a full, much more descriptive set of notes on that, please just email me and I'll email them back. But I think that's just enough to give you an idea of what losing trick count is for now. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Also, we will be putting this video up on our YouTube channel, and we have Game of the Day hands on our YouTube channel. So I hope you're going to enjoy those. Anytime you watch them, please like or subscribe or both. That would be great. And if you want to know anything about our classes, just get in touch with us on the website, or me at Rory@Grandmaster.Bidge. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to start by getting the great guys to get involved here. And that's BJ and Thomas. Thomas, have you dropped out there?
Yeah, I crashed. I've asked for permission again.
Sorry, there we are.
No trouble. No trouble.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go straight into sharing this table with you.
And that isn't the board, is it, Rory?
It is, yeah. That's the first board I have.
And then you don't have the right lane.
Oh, hold on a sec. It's the one that you sent me.
No, Jason sent it to you, not me.
I got one from both of you.
Yeah, he sent you an updated one.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna have to update it then, because that's the one I have. Is that it?
Yeah.
Great.
Perfect.
Okay, let's share this screen. Yeah, there's an alarm going somewhere. There we are. Okay, guys. Off you go. BJ, you're very welcome. We're going to ask you to play these hands. I take it you can only see your own hand.
At the moment, I can see all 4 hands. Which
You need to minimize the Zoom screen, BJ, so you can just see the BBO. Okay.
Just look. If you just look through BBO, and don't do
BBO now instead, right?
Yeah. Are you on BBO? Yeah.
Yeah, just on BBO now. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you yeah, don't do your usual cheating here. You know, just a proper game. Now you know how he got so many points.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
what we'll do is, as we start bidding, BJ and I will just have a discussion about what's happening at each side of the table. You can see all 52 cards, but we can't. Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Now we might move. I know these hands. BJ doesn't, but we might move ourselves between north and south, because BJ will be playing all the hands. But if we just have a look at the north hand for a second, now that's only 12 high card points, isn't it?
Yeah.
And lots of people say to me in classes, "Oh, Thomas, if you've only 3 aces, should you open the bidding?" Well, on this hand, why should we open the bidding even though we've only 3 aces?
5 spades.
Well, not, yeah, and
Shortage in diamond.
Doubleton.
well, 4 hearts, 5 spades and 4
And 4
hearts. Isn't that
hearts.
right?
Mhm.
Now, if we add up the number of losers I have, how many losers have I got in the north hand?
7.
And so I've 12 high card points. I have 2 suits with which I'd like to bid. I have a rebid if I open my suit, and I have 7 losers. So that should tip me over opening the bid. Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
So I bid 1 spade. Now my intention is going to be to rebid what, everybody?
2 hearts.
Absolutely correct.
Right. Down to me now.
Yeah.
Looking at my losers, don't have very many, do we?
No.
No.
5.
5.
4.
4 is what I rate.
3.
1,
4.
2, 3, 4.
4, right? Okay, is that agreed with everybody? 4.
Yeah.
And I do have a very good spade fit. Thomas told me that he'd 5, but I don't know that he's got 5, all right? So I'm too good to raise the game. Am I?
Yeah.
I'm also too good for a splinter.
You might come in.
So I'm going to bid 2 clubs. See what happens. No, I'm not going to bid 2 clubs because 2 clubs, partner bids 2 hearts and I'm in trouble. So I'm going to bid 3 clubs, which is forcing the game, right?
And it's a strong hand. 3 clubs says is a jump shift in response. It says, partner, we're going to go to game. Now, at this point in time, I don't know whether my partner has a fit for me or not. He might just have a very strong hand with clubs, but I can continue to bid out my shape. So what will I bid?
The hearts.
3 hearts.
3 hearts.
3
And that
hearts.
shows that I've got 5 spades and
4 hearts.
4
Four
hearts.
4 hearts. And that enables my partner
least
to be,
4 hearts.
yeah, to be much more constructive.
Right.
To be
I
happy.
can now bid 3 spades showing that, that I've got 4 spades. Or at
You have
least,
the fit.
Showing the fit, yeah.
and we're still forcing the game.
I can't pass because what did BJ do on his initial bid?
He jumped shift. He jumped bit.
Yeah, so the jump shift creates the force for later in the auction. It looks like it uses space, everybody, doesn't it? But
Yeah.
it's actually a space saving bid for the moment, because the next time he bids 3 spades, I can't pass, can I?
No. No.
Is everybody happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so over this, he bids 3 spades. Did South jump to game over my 3 hearts?
No.
No.
So he must be interested in what?
Slam.
Because if he wasn't interested in slam, he would quite simply jump to
4 spades.
the game.
Close
Now,
out,
what
yeah.
can I bid over 3 spades?
The diamonds.
Which is what?
Cubid.
Very good. And notice I'm typing in what it is,
Don't
which
see
we should
that.
always be doing on. It's a first or a second round control in diamonds.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm explaining to my opposition what my bid means. Now, what suit did I not bid?
Clubs.
So my partner BJ knows that I'm worried about
Clubs.
because I didn't bid them. Does that make sense to everybody?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, back to me. That 4 diamond bid looks very good as far as my hand is concerned.
Yeah.
So basically, all I need to know is how many aces my partner has. All right. If he has the ace of hearts and the ace of spades and the ace of diamonds, we don't have very many losers, have we?
No.
No.
So I bid 4 no trumps.
That's agreeing spades.
That's agreeing spades.
We've
Yes.
already agreed spades, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did we agree spades?
With the
3
3
spades.
spades.
The
second
So if we now bid Roman keycard Blackwood after agreeing a suit, the suit we've agreed is already that suit. Okay, you don't need to agree it again. It's already been agreed. So 4 no trump is Roman keycard Blackwood in spades. And the answer to that would be 5 clubs shows 1 or 4. 5 diamonds shows none or 3 key cards. Now, does my partner know which it is?
Yes.
No, I might have no key cards.
Well,
I might have a diamond void and have been Q bidding a diamond void. Isn't that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
But don't you have 12 points?
Yeah, but that doesn't have to be made up of 3 aces, does it?
No.
Could I have king, queen, jack of hearts? Could I have jack of spades, queen, jack of diamonds? Now, it's not very likely that I don't have 3 aces, but it's the principle of the system. You can't be for certain know what I have. So what will BJ do if I have no aces? He
Put down.
bids, well, he bids 5 hearts. He certainly won't make 6, will he? Remember, if I don't have that 3 aces, I've got a diamond void. So we're going to make the 5 level. So over 5 hearts, if I've 0 aces, what do I bid? Pass.
5 spades.
No, well, I'm sorry. I go back to our trump suit,
Spades.
don't I?
5
Go back
spades.
to our trump suit, isn't that right?
Yeah.
And if I have 3 aces, what do I bid? Sorry, BJ, you need to bid 5 diamonds. Spades is the agreed suit, BJ.
Yeah.
6, I suppose 6.
5
You could go
diamonds.
7.
You bid 5 spades, BJ. Sorry, you misclicked.
No, I didn't. I bid 5 hearts to ask you have the queen of spades.
No. You've the queen of spades, don't you?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Right, bid 5 spades for me, will you? Okay,
spades.
now over 5 spades, if I've 0 key cards, what will I bid?
Pass.
Yes, and if I have 3 key cards, what will I bid?
6 spades.
Very good. And now he knows I've got 3 key cards. And what can he bid over it?
7.
7.
Now all he has to do is make it. Okay, so BJ,
Sorry,
we're going.
Selection.
Sorry,
Can you mute
Thomas.
yourselves, please? Anybody who has a bit of background noise, yeah? Who's asking a question?
Kathleen.
Go ahead, Kathleen.
Could you quickly explain the 4 diamond Q bid again? It was
I will,
saying
of course. It's
yeah.
saying I have a first round control in diamonds, either the ace or a void in diamonds.
First round control
means I can win the first round.
Oh, right.
If I have a void and they lead a diamond, what can I do?
Rough it.
That's the winning the first round, isn't it? If I have the ace and they lead a diamond, what can I do?
You can win it with the ace.
So that's
of
a first
diamonds.
round control. Are you happy?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Now, BJ, we're going to swap seats because you have to be declarer.
But South hasn't round control.
South hasn't what?
First round control in diamonds.
The ace, North has. I was North Q bidding. North was Q bidding.
Yeah, now you're not on the video.
Yeah, BJ, you've just gone into the same seat. Can you just get out of there, please, and go to the north seat?
I have. I'm trying.
No, you clicked on South again, BJ.
Yeah.
Now click on the only empty seat.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Now, so BJ is going to play. Of course, you can see all 52 cards. BJ is going to play out the hand. And as he's playing out the hand, before he plays, he's going to give us a little discussion of his analysis of what he might need to do or what the problem could be.
Oh. Thanks very much. Look, thanks very much, partner. That's the first thing I have to say. It's a lovely dummy.
You're very welcome, partner. The best of luck. Bon chance.
Yeah, well, the only problem here to me seems to be if the spades are 4-1.
4-0.
Or 4-0, sorry. 4-1. I've got 9-6. I can't count. So if they're, well, a spade was led there. If the spades are 4, my right-hand opponent has the 4 of them.
And you don't have a problem.
You don't have a problem. So we play small on that one. Oh, sorry, we play small on it, dummy. Okay. Now, to make 13 tricks, basically what we've got to do is rough 2 diamonds and dummy. Is that right? Because then we can dummy's high. That's all you need to do is rough 2 diamonds and dummy.
You'd know, count it again. You have 5 spade winners, isn't that right? And 4 clubs is
9.
And 1 heart is
12.
And 2 diamonds is
13.
12.
12.
Yeah, we need to rough 1 diamond.
Or
1 heart.
No, there's no point in me roughing hearts in my hand.
No, BJ, you've moved hands, remember. You're in the north seat now, not the south seat.
It's the
you're roughing hearts in the south hand, aren't you?
Right, rough hearts in the south hand, yeah.
But what do we do before we rough hearts, everybody?
Get rid of the trump.
Take all
Yeah,
the
we-
kids off the street, because as
Street,
BJ analysed, the only problem he had was if there was a 4-0 break. They let it trump, so there wasn't the 4-0 break, so he can take them off the street. It'd be awful silly if you roughed a heart and I mean, the odds of them being able to do it is very small, but it'd be awful silly if you roughed a heart and they over-roughed, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It'd be quite careless to do that.
All right. We found out that the trumps are 3-1.
So we draw the last trump.
Now we play that one first. Oh. Now, just in case my right-hand opponent happens to be void in hearts, I think I can rough that with the king of spades.
Absolutely spot on. Don't send the boy on a man's
Errand. Now we'll
Because
go the last.
It can't be over-roughed.
Now what I like to do is see the claim button on the left-hand side. That's what I want to do now. My 2 hearts in my hand here are going to go away in the 2 clubs. And I have the ace and king of diamonds, and I've got the ace and king of clubs. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't be beaten now.
So go ahead and claim, BJ.
Okay.
You might not be able to with the robots. I'm not sure. Oh no, there we go. Okay, so you could all see 15 cards. At the start of the hand, it's very important that we work out the cards we're missing and what could happen. Now, BJ quite correctly analysed that if there was a 4-0 spade break, he could be in problem. Where would the problem be if he had a 4-0 break? Where could it be?
The
In the
east hand.
East
East
or
hand.
west. But if it's in the east hand, it's not catchable, is it?
No.
So you would never play for a 4-0 break to be offside because you're playing to go down. So the only way you can catch a 4-0 break is where?
on the west side.
In the west side. So that's the way you should play it. And you should begin by playing the king, or if they don't lead a spade. If they lead a spade, you play small because it traps whatever they have. But if they don't lead a spade, you begin by playing the king of spades. And if the east hand shows out, you're able to catch the jack of spades. Is everybody happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Thomas, the self-responding, can they respond with a splinter bit of 4 hearts?
It's too. I think it's too good to bid 4 hearts.
Yeah.
I think it's too good. I think that's what BJ said earlier on. You could absolutely bid a splinter bid, but you're the one with the massive hand. I mean, what do you expect your partner to be able to do with 12 points? Whereas the way BJ bid it of making the jump shift, me showing a minimum hand by rebidding 3 hearts, BJ setting the suit of bidding 3 spades. Now I was confident to be able to Q bid 4 diamonds because I'd already bid my hand. Do you see that, Michael?
I do. Does BJ need to jump shift? 2 clubs is forcing anyway and keeps the bidding low.
Now well, let's discuss this. Rory, can you go on to board number 2 for me for a second,
yeah.
please? It's the same as board number 1. Let's just show you what the problem is. BJ thought about that, didn't he? And then he corrected himself quite quickly. BJ, open 1 spade for me, please. Okay, I'm going to bid 2 clubs. What does BJ rebid?
2 hearts.
Well, I have a
Two
problem
hearts.
now. What do I do? How do I set spades and force?
Maybe 4th suit forcing.
Okay, so I'll bid 4th suit forcing. Yeah, maybe 4th suit forcing.
Yeah.
Has
See what you're saying.
BJ is stopping diamonds?
Yes.
So bid your 3-0 trump, BJ. Now what do I do?
Yeah, see the problem.
Still the
Obviously.
problem, isn't it? So that's what I was saying earlier on, everybody. The jump shift. You think that that's robbing space, don't we? But it saves space because the next time I can confidently bid 3 spades knowing my partner won't pass. Okay, happy, Michael?
Yeah, excellent.
Okay,
Thomas,
very
is
good.
Jack a bit an option?
Thomas,
Sorry?
Is Jacoby an option?
Yes, absolutely. If you were playing Jacoby or Jacoby, you could certainly do that.
Because we would use jump shift to show weakness.
Yeah, well, but then you're playing Jacoby to solve that problem, isn't that right?
Yeah.
2-no trump shows that I have a game going hand with a fit in
Spades.
spades. Okay, and now you're
Thomas,
it's the same position. Yes.
I'm curious about the lead, the 5 of spades lead. That made it very easy. I mean,
Well, I mean, it was always easy because the trumps were 3-1. The principle behind it, you noticed the robot led it, didn't you?
yes, yeah.
The principle behind it is that leading a trump isn't going to give us anything with which we're not entitled to. Because if we're in a grand slam, we should surely have the ace, king, queen of
spades, yeah.
And leading away from anything else might give them a cheap trick. That's the principle behind it, okay?
Right, okay.
Okay. Any other questions on this hand? Okay, BJ, just before we move, I just want we have to go change seats again, I think. Let me just check where I want you to be. Okay. I'm going to be in the north hand, BJ. We're swapping back again, okay?
Oh no, BJ, you've gone to north. Sorry. BJ, can you undo? Yeah. So. There we go.
Now, and on to board 3, please. The second board, every 2 boards are the same, lads, just in case somebody has a question like Michael had there, and we were able to redeal it and go back over it again, rather than having to redeal all the sets. Okay?
Now, folks, this is a very interesting board, both on your losing trick count and a number of other issues. I want to open this at the 2 level. I want to open a game forcing bid of this, but the game forcing bid of this would only apply if I had a fit. Okay, I don't have a fit yet. I don't know about one. So I'm just going to have to do a gentle 1 spade, and we'll see what happens.
Even though the south hand has lots of distribution, the play of the hand doesn't become good, exactly as BJ said, until he knows we have a fit. Then the hand becomes better, okay?
Wow. 6-5, come alive. Our hand has grown up a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, how many hearts does BJ know we have between us?
10.
5.
Yeah,
10 between us, isn't it? You're answering a different question. It's, you're right in what you're answering, that I promised 5, but BJ has how many?
5.
So that means we don't have 8 between us. What do we have?
10.
That makes the fit much better, doesn't it? It means they're more valuable, because if we've more, how many have the opposition?
3.
Less.
between them.
Less, yeah. The less they have, the less damage they're going to be able to do to us. And the more we're going to be able to use the trumps for effect.
okay, we're back. Something similar to the last hand, in that all I want to know from how many, if any, aces he's got. If he's got none, we have a problem. In that we might be losing a heart, a club, and a diamond. But I'm assuming he won't have none for his 2-heart bid, because that should be 9 points or more. We'll try 4-no trump.
The problem is, of course, 3 diamonds created a problem for BJ, didn't it?
Yeah.
3 diamonds meant he wasn't able to bid what he might have been able to want to bid, because he hasn't, excuse me, 3 diamonds from East has taken away his ability to show splinters, for example. And now because they bid 3 diamonds, he's had to make the pragmatic auction and decide, well, I'm going to find out how many aces my partner has. Now, how many aces have I got, or key cards have I got?
2.
And have I got the queen of trumps?
No.
No, so playing Roman key card Blackwood, the answers are 5 clubs shows 1 or 4, 5 diamonds shows none or 3, 5 hearts shows 2 key cards without the queen of trumps, And 5
Trump.
spades shows 2 key cards with the queen of trumps.
Now, he's got 2 key cards, and I've got 2 key cards. That's 4, so we're missing 1 key card, so we ain't going to go to 7. He doesn't have the queen of trumps, but because he's got 5 and I've got 5, we can disregard. We can, you know, most of the time, 90% of the time.
What are the odds of trumps being 2-1 if you're missing 3 of them?
No idea.
Good.
They're good.
Well,
or
There's certain, I think it's about it's in or around. I might be 3 or 4% out, but I think it's around 65 to 70%. Is it?
I say 70%.
Thomas, what does the 5 hearts mean again?
Two of the 5 key cards. In this case, it's 2 aces, and I don't have the queen of hearts.
Okay, thank you.
Missing the queen of trumps. It's called Roman key card Blackwood.
So I know I'm missing 1 ace, so I'm going to bid 6 hearts.
And the reason he's bidding 6 hearts is more than likely the trumps are going to break 2-1 more than likely, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to respect my partner as I always do and pass. Now, BJ, you have to swap seats again.
Can I just ask a question on the bidding?
Of course you can.
Out of interest, if 3 diamonds hadn't have come in, which suit would you splinter?
We'll do that in a second, okay? No trouble at all.
I looked it up, Thomas. 2-1 is a 78% chance.
78. So I was a bit out actually. Sorry, 70% was all right. 78%. Yeah.
Good man,
So,
Michael.
I mean, that's 4. That's 4. You looked it up, didn't you, Michael?
Yeah, I did.
That's. I mean, that's 4. That's 4 out of every 5 hands that the suit will break 2-1. So that's good odds for your contract, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
A 50% small slam, 50% is good odds, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I ain't going to win this trick, but hopefully I'll win the rest of them. Look at that. Now, I don't need to rough it down at this stage. What I have to do is just worry about a 3-0 break. If there's a 3-0 break in my left and it's queen 10x, I can do nothing about it. But I can do something about it if it's queen 10x in my right. So I play heart. Well, look at that.
So that's known as keeping the finesse position for as long as is possible. Lots of people, when I give this hand in a class, start off playing the ace of hearts, and then they can't pick up the queen of hearts.
Yeah.
So keeping the finesse position for as long as possible. And now it's a marked finesse, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Thomas. Another way of putting it is keeping the tennis intact.
Keeping the 10 ace intact, exactly. The ace and the jack is the 10 ace, the finesse position. So you don't play a card from that initially. You keep that intact for as long as is possible by playing the king of hearts first. If the jack of hearts was with the king of hearts, what honor would you play first, everybody?
Yes.
Keeping the 10 ace, as Michael has said, intact. Thank you, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are all the trumps gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we do now? Even if the spades are 4-1, we just play 2 rounds of spades, 3 rounds of spades, 2 rounds of spades and rough of spades, and then get back to doing with a club rough, and we've got their high. So I can claim, but I just play out the spades first of all.
Even if they're 5-0, you're okay because you have 2 hearts in your hand to rough, haven't you?
Yeah.
Provided you don't do something silly like rough a diamond or rough a club in the dummy. But as it happens, BJ, who's the best and luckiest player in the world, trumps are 3-2, aren't they? The spades are 3-2, aren't they? He makes his own luck, to be fair. He makes his own luck.
BJ, have you any lights in that room of yours? We can't see your face at all.
You told me to turn the window.
I told you the window behind you is
No.
too.
Okay, it's okay. See if you can turn a light on, BJ. Okay, now I just want to see where I have to be on the next board. Yeah, okay. BJ, we're swapping back again now.
Swapping back again. Can you see me
That's
now?
much better. Fantastic.
Okay.
Can we come back to the question on the splinter?
Yeah. Going to do it now. I'm just going to redeal, and we're going to ask Rory to take that robot out so he doesn't bid 3 diamonds on us.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
And we're going to show you.
Where do you want BJ sitting?
Into
Both
the
of-
south.
I'm in south. No,
I'll just
Take the robot out of east, please, for me.
I'll just come in myself and you.
Exactly. And redeal onto number 4. And we'll rebid it without the nasty robot sticking in a horrible bid. And we'll see exactly what BJ would do if they didn't interfere.
you got a pass, Rory.
Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. Sorry. I'm seeing this line there, this blue line. Who put that in? Somebody put that in. I don't know how.
I want to open 2 clubs, but I can't.
We've discussed this. Will you open what you opened the last time, please? We're answering a question. Now, who has that noise going on in the background?
It's you, actually, Thomas.
That could be me.
No, I don't.
Okay, go on.
4 clubs. Green hearts.
That's a splinter, isn't
Going
it?
to at least 4. Going to at least game.
The question was from who was asking the question?
That was me, Simon.
Simon was asking the question, what splinter would you bid? Well, BJ bid the lowest splinter he could bid, because what does that give me the ability to do?
Q bid the next suit.
Q bid, yeah. Which
All
helps
right.
him, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And now we're back in the position where BJ is going to bid what he
Keto.
bid before,
4 Trump.
4 no trump. And I'm going to show that I have
2.
Okay, so it doesn't matter really. I mean, the 4 no trump, when they bid overcalled, it stopped BJ from having the ability to bid. But that didn't matter. He bid 4 no trump. When they didn't bid, BJ had the ability to splinter. I had the ability to make a Q bid, and then he could still bid Roman keycard Blackwood. Okay, are you happy with that, Simon?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks.
Okay, now on to board number 5, please.
My suit quality is pretty poor, so I ain't going to open this.
Okay, so if we look at my hand, who can tell me the number of losers that we have in my hand?
5. 1,
Five.
2, 3, 4, 4,
5.
5. 5.
5, very good.
5.
Now, 7 is an opening bid, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm 2 tricks better than an opening bid.
Minimum.
Bid, yeah.
And I also have a strong number of
Doubletons.
points, isn't it? High card points. I mean, I've
Yeah.
18 high card points. I've got a roughing value. I've got a 5 card suit, and I've 5 losers. That's a pretty good hand, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off by bidding a diamond. And over a diamond, I'm expecting my partner maybe to bid 1 heart, probably to bid 1 heart. And over that, I'd probably rebid what?
Spade.
2 spades.
Straight.
2 spades. 2 spades, because I've got 5 losers, and because most of my points are in my 2 suits, I would jump rebid to get the strength across. 1 spade is forcing, by the way, but it doesn't get across the losers and the strength of the hand. So that would be my plan, and that's what I'd expect to happen. Okay, so I'll open it a diamond, getting myself prepared.
I'm not going to bid a heart. I'm going to bid a.
Well, that surprises me, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at that, because I wasn't expecting my partner to bid a spade, but it's a pleasant surprise. I'm thrilled with it, because now we know we have a
Fish.
fit.
Fit.
Now, what would 2 spades show?
You'd be weak.
It'd show a minimum opener, wouldn't it?
Mm.
So what's the minimum opener?
But South has already passed.
Yeah, I'm talking about North.
Oh, sorry.
12.
I'm rebidding, Michael.
All right, there it is.
Okay, so what would 2 spades from me promise?
Oh, about 14
About 14.
points.
A minimum opening bid with
Mm.
7 losers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What would 3 spades show?
It's a jump it.
Yeah, I
Showing
understand
strength.
that. Yeah, what does
An
it show?
invitation.
Shows
16
strength.
points.
And how many losers?
Is it
8.
6?
It
6,
should be 6 losers. If you have 7 losers, what would you rebid?
2 spades,
2
If you have
spades.
6 losers, what would you rebid?
3
3
spades.
spades,
And if you have 5 losers and a strong hand, what can you rebid?
4
4
spades.
spades.
Getting that across to your partner. I've actually got a very strong hand opposite you. I don't have 7 losers. I have 18 or 19 points, and I have 5 losers in my hand. And that might enable my partner, even though he's a passed hand, to be able to judge that the strength of the hand is based on what?
6
No,
points, 4
check that.
The
spades.
fit. It's based on the fit, isn't it?
Mm.
Mhm.
Not based on points.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard a book by Marty Bergen called Points Schmoints?
Mhm.
No.
It's a great book. It gets us to look at the distribution, the shape and the losers of the hand. And that's what we're trying to get across, isn't it? That sometimes we think, we should be thinking we've actually got a better hand than we have.
Mm.
Mhm.
Should I pass?
What do you think, everybody? Should he pass?
Yeah.
No.
Definitely not.
No,
No.
Oh, well.
only has 10
It
spades.
looks like a s-
It
A
looks
slam.
like a slam, does it?
Yeah, it does
it
look
does,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
does.
Now, if it looks like a slam, this is the point we're making to you.
Mhm.
BJ must have a weak hand with distribution, mustn't he?
Yeah.
And if we
It's a
only ever
fast.
count points, what are we going to think? Well, I've only got, maybe BJ has 8 or 9 points. I've only got 8
True,
points and Thomas
true.
has 18 or
4, 5,
19.
6,
Well, that
7,
isn't enough to go to slam, is it?
No.
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 But if we look at the distribution of the hand and the shape of the hand, how many losers does BJ have?
7,
7.
And if I have 5 losers, how many losers is that in total?
12.
12,
12.
And the total number of losers are?
24.
So that means we could have a slam on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
So even though BJ only has a weak hand in terms of points, because I've got a strong hand in terms of points and a strong hand in terms of losers, what can BJ do over 4 spades?
Blackwood, I suppose.
One
He
of
can
them.
bid. He could, well, yeah, he could Q bid if he wanted, but he could equally just bid Roman key card Blackwood, couldn't he?
Mhm.
And over that, I'll bid 5 spades, which shows 2 key cards.
And the queen.
And that's what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
And the queen of trumps. And I bid my 5 spades.
Now again, we're 1 shy, so we can't go to 7, but we certainly have to 6. Not alone have I got 4 spades, just 4 spades. Not alone have I got, and the next to spade is 5. I've got a 6 spade, and I have a singleton heart. He's opened the diamond. I think 6 spades is very much with the odds.
Well, it must have a chance, isn't that right, BJ?
Yeah.
It must have a chance. You might not make it, but you're not bidding hands with the absolute certainty that this is going to make. You're bidding them with the aspiration, with the hope that it has a chance. Okay? As always, I respect my man and pass. Okay, so they lead the king of hearts. Now, does the robot on lead have the ace and the king?
Yes.
Oh, I'm asking the kibitzers. So they have a choice of what they can lead, haven't they?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
So if they lead the ace, they might be asking for attitude. If they lead the king, they might be asking for
Count.
When you've got both of them against the slam, you might need to know how many your partner has to be able to work out what to do, okay?
Mhm.
That's why the robot led the king, I think.
I think I better rough that.
Well, if he doesn't, he's down.
Mm.
So that's
Well,
important.
Distribution isn't going to be great here, so I'm expecting my left-hand opponent to show out on this, but however, he did. He doubled, didn't he?
He did double. You're dead right, BJ.
Mm.
Well remembered. And when they double with less than opening points, they're more likely to be doubling based on
Distribution.
Distribution, very well analysed.
In the event that.
Oh, he's discarded a diamond, has he? Anyway, draw the last trump here.
Now, when we draw the last trump, everybody, okay, how many winners can you see that the declarer has?
Well, he has
1, 2, 3,
two
4,
clubs and 3.
5, 6,
7.
6.
7.
4,
That's 11.
6.
7. Why is there 7?
There's a rough.
There's a rough in the club,
Rough.
isn't there?
Yeah.
Now, 7 and 4 is,
11.
you
11.
still don't have 12, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's important.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you going to get the 12th trick from?
Diamond.
The
And
diamonds.
what should you play before you do anything else?
Ace.
Ace of diamonds.
The diamonds. You don't rough a club. If you rough a club, you might not have the ability to get back to your diamonds after you enjoy them.
Yeah.
So whenever you're setting up a side suit, you always, after you draw trumps, take the kids off the street, you always go about setting up your side suit first.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have 2 choices here. My left-hand opponent doubles, so has diamonds. I could finesse here, but he's also discarded a diamond, so I don't really need the finesse. So I'm going to go up the ace and try to establish the diamonds that way.
Again, you'd look a little foolish if East won with the Queen of Diamonds, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And as BJ has pointed out, you don't need to take that risk.
Yes.
Even if West has 4 diamonds, by the way, you can rough a diamond, cross to the King of Clubs, and rough another diamond. You have the ability to do it. But because West has thrown their diamonds, the robot knew his diamonds were dead, you see, so he threw them. Now, what does that make the Jack of Diamonds?
The winner, yeah.
And the 4.
And the 4, yeah.
So you don't actually even need to rough a
Club.
as
So-
it happens. But if West had have kept their 4th diamond, you would have needed to rough the diamond. Everybody rough the club. Okay.
We'll assume he left.
We'll assume he did it. Okay, good man, BJ. Thank you. So again, when we look at all 52 cards, if north-south, we're only counting points. We're only the accountants. You'd never bid slam, would you?
No.
I've only got 7 points opposite my partner's opening strong opening hand. It's not good enough to go any higher. Okay, everybody happy with that?
Yes.
Okay, any questions?
No.
Okay, on to number 7, please, Rory. Oh, lovely. Now, again, this is an interesting one.
Right, folks, I have I'm not vulnerable against vulnerable opponents.
Before you do anything, BJ, let's ask the kibitzers, what would they all open?
3 spades.
Okay,
1
we have
spade.
1 spade, is it?
3.
1 spade, yeah.
3 spades?
2 spades.
2 spades? I mean, we've 1, 2, and 3.
One spade.
1 spade, okay. BJ, go ahead. Undo, BJ.
That's what I'm opening every day of the week.
4 spades. You have 7 tricks in your own hand.
I meant 4 spades. Sorry.
Yeah, you miscounted.
I miscounted. Give me an undo. Undo is rejected.
It's the robot, Rory.
Yeah, just ask again and I'll get in. Ask again. Ask for an undo.
No,
again.
you have to get in. I think you have to get in first, Rory.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
there
there we
you
are. There we are. Lovely. Okay. Okay. Most people say 1 or 3 spades on this hand. And in actual fact, 1 spade, I don't really mind, but you don't really have a full value opening bid, have you? You have got your losers and you've got your tricks and you've got your rebid, but you don't really have a full value opening bid. And it doesn't, and you might not get across the length of the suit by opening 1 spade. Okay, 3 spades is what most people bid on this hand because you've got 6 to 10 points and a 7 card.
Spade.
Suit. Right, but have we ever heard the rule of 2 or 3? The rule of 2 or 3 is that you add on when you know how many the playing strength of your hand. BJ, the south hand has a playing strength of 7, hasn't it? What's 7 plus 2?
9.
9.
If you were vulnerable, what would you do?
3 spades.
And if you're non-vulnerable, what do you do?
4 spades.
Okay, is everybody happy with that? Now, it's a choice you have. You don't have to make it. But what it does is it gives your partner the playing strength of the hand. How many spades do I know BJ has? 7 or
8.
7 or 8,
more.
don't I? Okay,
Yeah.
and I know when he preempts at the 4 level that he has a playing strength of 7. How many winners do I have?
Oh my God.
5. 5.
3,
But if
4,
he's
5.
7 winners and I've 5 winners, what does that come to?
12.
12.
It could be a slam, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what do I need him to have to make slam have a reasonable chance?
The honours in trumps.
Yeah, he could have king, queen, jack of spades, couldn't he? He could have ace, king, queen of spades, couldn't he? He could have king, jack of spades. King, queen of spades. So I need him to have good spades, don't I? If he doesn't have good spades, slam is going to be a bad contract. So I can bid. I could bid 4-no trump, by the way, which is key card, and that'll give me the answer. But another bid you can make is bidding 5 spades. And that says, partner, if you've got good spades, where do you go?
6 spades.
And if you have bad spades, where do you go? And it's in the context of what they've already opened. I mean, I know they've got a long suit of spades because what did they open?
Spades.
4 spades. But if he has ace, king, queen, where do I definitely want them to go?
6.
Absolutely. Okay.
So knowing that Thomas is my partner, and he overbids all the time, I shall pass that.
Okay, so we pass 6 spades.
I think my trumps are good enough.
Normally they are, because what are the odds of a 3-2 break, everybody?
What's it, 68%?
Absolutely nail on the head. 68% is correct. Yeah. So that's 7 out of every 10 hands that the trumps are going to break, aren't they?
Yeah.
So if the trumps break here, I've got 7 and 5 is 12. It's very easy, isn't it?
So do we think the trumps are going to break, everybody?
Yeah.
In a lesson, do you think the trumps are going to break?
Yes.
Why?
No, 5.
Would I give a grandmaster 12 easy tricks? Would I?
No.
So what do we think is going to happen with the trumps?
There's going to be 4.
Bad break.
There's going to be a bad break. Absolutely in a lesson. You wouldn't know that in a real life hand, everybody. You wouldn't know that. But you should be thinking about it. What am I going to do if the trumps break badly? Okay, now what way might they break badly?
5, 0.
5-0, you can't make it, can you?
Or 4.
No.
Can you make it if they're 5-0?
No.
No, so we don't worry about what we can't
Make.
cope
Yeah.
with. Okay. What way could they be 4-1?
They could be 4-1 west with 4 and east
And
with
can
1.
you make it if their west has 4?
No.
No.
So we don't worry about that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what's the only way it could be 4-1 that we can cope with?
If East.
And so
East
that's what
at
we
4.
should be preparing for and thinking about.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right. Now, having heard all that, I'm going to win the ace of clubs and play the 8 of spades to the 10. But I'm not going to do that. Having listened to him, I should do that, but I'm not going
No,
to do
but we don't want you to.
the normal thing is that the spades are going to break 3-2.
That's the way you'd be thinking, but you'd be planning. And BJ, I know for a fact that BJ would be doing this. He would be saying to himself, I'm going to play ace king. If the trumps are 3-2, Rosie in the garden, well bid partner. If they're 4-1, he will have a backup plan for what to do if they're 4-1. He'll have already thought about it before he plays that spade to the ace and the king. Okay. That's you, Rory.
Okay.
Sorry, Rory, we'll be keeping you awake. You going to show out, Rory?
Sorry, I beg your pardon.
You want to put the robot back in, Rory?
I'm trying to send you a message, Thomas.
Where?
Oh dear.
I have no phone.
What am I going to discard from dummy? Well,
What does he discard from dummy, everybody?
A club.
Club.
Diamond.
somebody
No, a
said,
diamond or a diamond.
somebody said a club.
club.
I was gonna say a club.
Now, is there a bad break?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's on side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Now here it goes, folks. That I'm not going to say anything. Just watch. I have no idea what's going to happen, but this is the only thing that I can think of.
This is his backup plan.
Yeah.
Mm.
Notice he had one.
Yeah.
Garden club on that.
Club. Yeah. No. Back into the diamonds.
Right, very good.
Ah, I know.
Then lead the heart
I
again.
still have it. Yeah, need a heart. Right.
Lead the heart.
You'll rough it. No.
What's he doing by roughing everybody?
Reducing.
Minute you're reducing his trumps. And what's
Yeah.
he trying to reduce his trumps to?
To
Same
two,
level
To the
as
same number as.
East.
as East has.
Very
yeah.
good, everybody. Absolutely excellent. Now, this is the lucky bit. If this gets roughed, he's in trouble, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, BJ. It doesn't do East any good to rough, does it?
No.
No.
So he discards.
Now,
And now what does BJ lead?
I don't care who wins.
His club.
And whoever wins, what are they going to have to do?
Return
into
the
the-
spade.
Lead into the 10 ace.
Tennis.
And now suddenly, where he thought he had a trump loser, he doesn't have a.
Yeah.
So
The
even
winners.
though there was a bad break,
Hand.
BJ didn't go down because he was prepared for that bad break, knowing that if it was 4-1 offside, nothing he can do. He could whistle. He could whistle. He can't make those extra tricks. But if they're 4-0 on 4-1 onside, he has the ability, if he's careful about it. He had to make sure that he didn't show what card.
Thomas,
Yeah.
could he not, if he
No.
had lost his club earlier?
No, he wouldn't
No,
make
no.
it. He
He
would
wouldn't
not
make
make
it.
it. The only way he could make the hand was the way he played it card for card. If he did
Yeah.
anything else differently, he would not make it. If he threw a heart from the dummy, he would not make it.
Right.
He has to rough 2 hearts in his hand to be able to diminish
His trumps.
down to exact number that East has. The South hand had 7 trumps, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
And the West East hand has 4
4.
trumps. So South has to be able to rough 3 times and then lead the club at trick 11. So that whoever wins has to give him his 10 of spades and his queen of spades at trick 12 and trick 13. There's no other way he could make it. I mean, we could go through it if you wanted, but and you could see what would happen if he didn't play exactly that way. He'd go 1 down. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions on that hand, everybody?
That's very nice. Very nice.
It's subtle, isn't it? It's actually quite subtle and elegant, if you could use such a word as that in bridge. Yeah, it might. Some people might even call that a little sexy line of play. You know what I mean? But the principle is that you have to start thinking about what you're missing and where it could be and how you could cope. I mean, BJ analyzed that perfectly. He said, if the spades come home at 12 easy tricks, no problem. And then he said, oh, what happens? What will I do if spades are 4-1? And he had already thought about it. And he had already said as well when he did it that he had to play this way, and it was only one way that the cards would work for him. And he played accordingly. Okay, everybody happy?
Can I just ask why, when you made the decision to discard the club as opposed to the diamond?
No, well, you could discard a diamond, it didn't matter. As long as you didn't discard a
Heart.
A heart.
A club or a diamond is acceptable.
Need to rough 2 hearts.
You need to rough 2 hearts, which is why you don't discard a heart.
Yeah.
Well, you could have done the same with the diamonds, though.
He
couldn't you,
can't.
as well?
He can't. That's the point.
I need the ace and king of diamonds.
If he plays the ace king of hearts and
Oh,
roughs
yes,
the
yeah.
heart, and then plays ace king of diamonds and roughs the diamond, he doesn't have an entry back to rough another diamond, does he?
Right, yes, no,
That's
see,
right. No,
yeah,
but
thank you.
what I'm saying, Thomas, is he could have used the diamonds instead of the hearts.
But which one is more likely to be roughed by the opposition? The one he has 6 in, or the one he has 5 in?
Right, okay.
So which is
perfect.
it? Which is it more careful, considered to play?
Right, the hearts, yes.
Okay, does that make sense to everybody?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, all happy?
Also, I think the player has 2 entries in the diamonds, but only 1 entry in the
In
hearts.
the hearts, absolutely correct. Yeah. That's why you need the second entry you need the entries in the diamonds to be able to get to the hearts and to
Right.
get to the diamonds. You can't time it otherwise.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now we've 2 more boards to go through, lads, and these are high-level play hands. So we just want to test the 3rd best player in the country. Number 9, please, Rory.
I presume you're saying that you and I are the best too.
Well, I'm not. No, definitely. I'm ranked behind BJ without a shadow of a doubt.
Oh, that's interesting. You're going to pass there, Rory. 12-14, no trump. Don't have too many losers here, have I? Opposite 12-14, no trump. So many 7 losers.
Well, if I have a 7 loser hand, BJ can ascertain that there is potential for a slam, can't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because how many losers does BJ have?
5.
So 5 and 7 is
12.
12 from 24 means there's potential. It doesn't mean that you're always going to make 12 tricks. It means that there's a possibility that 12 tricks could be on, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, BJ.
So I'm going to make a mild slam try over 3 diamonds.
Okay, now over 3 diamonds, that's a slam try. So if I didn't like 3 diamonds, what would I bid?
1 no trump, 3 diamonds.
3 no trump.
You can't bid any other suit. You can't bid 3 hearts or 3 spades because that implies diamonds.
Well, it's a Q bid. If I bid 3 hearts, 3 spades, or 4 clubs, that's a Q bid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So 3 no trump is no interest. 3 hearts, 3 spades, 4 clubs is a Q bid. Now I have a 7 loser hand, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
I have a better than minimum hand because I might have had 8 losers, and I've got 2 honors in diamonds, haven't I? The ace and the 10.
Oh yeah, the 10. Yeah.
Haven't I?
Yeah.
So, but I don't have the ace of hearts or the ace of spades or the ace of clubs. So what can I bid?
4 no trump.
Well, the problem with that is that's me taking control, and I'm not the one who wants to take control, am I? Because I don't know what my partner has. So what can I bid to show that I like diamonds, but I don't have a Q bid?
4 diamonds.
Very good. Excellently done, Mike.
I'm sick of bidding 4 no trump. But I like it.
And I show that I have 1 or 4. Sorry.
You ain't got 4.
No. Sorry. Undo. Apologies.
With 5 clubs.
I misclicked.
No, we're 7 and 5 is 12. Right.
Undo there, Rory, will you?
That's all right.
No. Go
It's
back.
the robot.
I know. Take the robot out, please. And I want you to leave the heart.
Okay.
Who has the ace of hearts?
East.
East.
You're not meant to be giving him help.
Is there any point in me going up the king of hearts?
That's the opposite
No.
call,
No.
because I don't.
That wins.
10.
Rory. What are you continuing?
10.
Oh, sorry, I'm playing both. I forgot.
Very good. So there's still no point in going up that.
No.
I need that ace of hearts in my right.
Now you can rough it.
Yeah. Right. Now, I have a club loser. How do I get rid of it? Well, let's see.
On the King of Hearts now.
The
No.
ace of hearts. If I played the king of hearts, he played the ace. I can't get rid of my club loser.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Sorry.
It's only a squeeze.
Very good. So I have to squeeze. Hope it's a nice lady on my right. Not too sexist. I'm going to play a whole lot of these things.
Oh, sorry.
Now, I'm playing this last diamond. What's my hope? How's the only chance I have of making this?
King, heart, 7.
No, he still won't. However, never mind. Let's see what happens. Come on, Rory.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Got a lot of spades. Now, Rory, have a discard there, Sonny boy. Have a discard.
Rats and rats.
I love playing against you, Rory.
Forced to that.
See the point of me not playing that King of Hearts?
Yeah.
I played for the only chance I had. That East had the ace of hearts and 3 clubs. Lovely hand.
Brilliant.
Lovely hand.
Brilliant.
And he knew East had the ace of hearts because the odds of West leading a heart is very away from the ace against a small slam is almost negligible, isn't it?
Any other thoughts on that, BJ? Well, I'm just thinking about what would I do if he led the jack of clubs, but it's absolutely no difference.
I think the jack of clubs might actually break up the squeeze, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm not certain though. I'm not certain.
Well, I play a heart to trick 2 and duck it, and he comes back.
Will we have a look at it, folks? Will we have a look at the lead of the jack of clubs and see if the robot found the only lead to break the contract? Will we have a look at it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rory, lead the jack of clubs, would you?
Well, you have to bid first.
Oh, sorry. Apologies. I'll just pass, BJ, and then you can jump to your contract, okay?
And you want me to play the jack of clubs?
Because that's what the robot led, wasn't it?
In all honesty, now it would appear that Slam would now appear on the ace of hearts being on my left. I'm not sure that I can do it.
I think you're right, BJ. I think the lead of the jack of clubs breaks up the squeeze on you. You don't have the ability to get back to your hand, but play it out and see what happens. We've only one more board after this.
Maybe it does work. Maybe it will work. No, he can't come back a heart. He can't come back a club though, can't he?
He can,
Yep.
I think.
Yep. Yep.
He's the queen and the 10, hasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but Rory's defending. Don't forget that.
But Rory,
Oh, you little.
that's hurtful, Rory, isn't it?
That has hit me right in the
gut.
Yeah, of which I am plentiful.
All right, Rory plays. No. Maybe I can do it.
You don't, isn't that right?
I can't play it on my diamonds, ace, king, queen, and I'm in the wrong place.
It's not the same position because they've taken away your ability to get back to your hand, your communication to your hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done,
Yeah.
Robot.
Yeah,
Now,
no, it wasn't. Sorry, it wasn't the robots there. That was me.
Well done, Rory.
Thank you very much.
Look,
Can I hear a well done from BJ there?
Now, the jack of clubs could have been a disaster, by the way, if East didn't have the queen, the 10 of clubs. Okay, if the 10 of clubs was in the south hand, the jack of clubs has just given up an over trick as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the jack of hearts to me would look much more natural, wouldn't the jack 10-9?
Yeah.
But the robot does some strange things on us, so we don't worry about that. Okay. Everyone happy with that hand?
Yep.
Beautifully done, BJ. Beautifully done.
Before we start on this hand, can we have a few thoughts from the people at the seminar? Are there any questions you want to ask BJ before we do the last hand?
Right. Good.
We'll let you think of them. We'll let you play this hand, BJ, and then we'll take questions.
I have one as an intermediate player. If I wanted to focus on getting better, would it be bidding or defending or declare a play? That's my best focus.
Declare a play, because you get, well, declare a play is what I would focus on. Unfortunately, you probably only get to declare 1 out of 4 hands, because twice you're defending and once you're so if you want to try and get better, defense is probably the best, but you need your partner for doing that. Therefore, as an individual, I would focus on declaring.
Okay, thank you.
That's my point. It's just you only do it.
I think it's a very good point, BJ, because if you want to get up in the points and start winning, you need yourself and your partner to play better defense. If you understand declaring, you will start playing better defense. And BJ is saying get better at the declaring, then you'll understand how to put a contract down. And if you're playing with someone who plays standard defense, you have a better chance of getting up there in the points. Defending is where you make more points at a competition, though, without a shadow of a doubt.
If you look at any of the normal bridge, in the club, if you're playing in the club, if the cards go against you and you're defending most often rather than declaring, you're less likely to win. You have a much better chance of winning if you're the declarer, and you declare better than all the other declarers. That's the way I do it. There's one thing I'd like to say about hand evaluation before we finish. Losing trick count is excellent way of finding out how many winners and losers you have. But there's another way of doing it that I like, which is basically, if you have an extra card in a suit that you think is going to be trumps, add on 3 points to your hand, your high card point. So if you have a 9 count and you have ace, king, jack to 6 spades or 5 spades, and you open one, you can open 1 spade because you have evaluated your hand as a 12 count and you have an opening bid. But only if you think spades are going to be trumps. It doesn't work. It works in no trump as well if you have an extra card in a suit, like you've ace, king, queen to 5. That 5th card, your 2 of diamonds, could be a trick, and therefore you could probably be a trick, and therefore if you're going to play no trumps, you can use it as an extra 3 points. Anyway, that's never mind. That's the way I play. Right, on to the last one. Right, Rory, off you go.
Okay. Oh, it's me. Yeah. Okay.
You're always passing.
Not if I can mess you around, BJ.
He was looking, weren't you, Rory? You were looking hard.
You can try. Right. This isn't a hand that you're going to open one on. 5, 6, 7.
Why not, BJ?
Well, because I have 8 tricks in my own hand, at least. 8.5 tricks. 5, 6, 7, 8.5 tricks. So I'm going to open probably 9 tricks. So I'm going to open 2 clubs.
Now, over 2 clubs, what are your responses, everybody?
2 diamonds.
Or you could break the, you don't have to bid 2 diamonds, do you?
Bid your own suit.
No, yeah. I mean, if I had a better hand and a better suit, I don't have to bid 2 diamonds. I could do something different, couldn't I? So 2 diamonds is
10 to 6 hearts. You can bid 2 hearts.
yeah. If I have a 6-card major, I could bid it, couldn't I? Very good.
5-card major and 8 points.
You could bid it as well. Absolutely, yeah. So 2 diamonds says I don't have a decent suit that I can bid myself, or I'm negative. It doesn't always promise negative, by the way.
Now, what do you think?
Just hold it there. Yeah. Can you talk through what you think Thomas's bid is there? Because I think that's important.
Stronger than 4 spades.
Oh, yeah.
That's correct.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was hoping. Yeah, hoping BJ would say, but he needs a little help. He needs a little help there.
Is it a spam invite?
So what we're saying is, if Thomas, that 2 spades there is practically forcing to game.
3 spades, yeah.
No, the 2 spades from.
Oh yeah, from BJ, yes.
So if Thomas had a very weak hand, he would go straight to 4 spades. By going to 3 spades,
he could bid 2 no trump as well.
yeah, he could bid 2 no trump, but he's unlikely to.
Now. Undo rejected. Why you were rejected?
Sorry, well, what do you want?
It's okay. I was just going to bid 4 spades to show them that that's the weaker, but it doesn't matter. There's no problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm now going to bid 4 clubs, my lowest Q bid. Oh, goody, goody gumdrops. Guess what? Right.
Think out loud, BJ. That's what you're here for.
I have the ace of diamonds, folks. So what's the partner got?
Don't tell him.
King of diamonds.
He has to have at least the king of diamonds, probably the king, queen of diamonds. So I'm not giving up on the Grand Slam yet. So I'm going to bid 4 no trump. North or 3. Well, considering I have all 5, I kind of expected that, didn't I? But has he got the Queen of Spades? We'll ask him.
So that 5 hearts is now over the 5 diamonds, is now asking for the agreed suit, which is spades. Do you have the Queen of Spades? Does everybody understand that?
If I have the Queen of Spades, if I don't have the Queen of Spades, what do I bid?
5 spades.
And if I have the Queen of Spades, what do I bid?
5 no trump.
6 spades. 6
Or
spades.
6 spades.
spades.
Or if I had the King of Clubs, what could I bid?
6 clubs.
Showing the King of Clubs with the Queen of Spades. So you can show where you have it. I don't need to show the diamond because I've already shown the diamond, haven't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to jump to 6 spades, which says I have the Queen of Spades and I've no second king. So does that help BJ for the Grand Slam or not?
What do you think, folks? Should I bid it or should I not?
Is this how you win competitions, by asking
It
the
Yeah,
Opposition.
I always ask the opposition much to do. Very
I think they should.
this has been a most enlightening,
Tell you.
this is about the most enlightening session I've been at.
Aurora, you're brilliant.
He doesn't have the King of Clubs. He hasn't
Just
cubed.
get rid of all the clubs,
How'd you get rid of the clubs? On what?
the diamonds.
I didn't show the Queen of
No.
Diamonds, did I?
I can get rid of 1 club, but can I get rid of 3 of them?
No.
I don't
Well,
know.
we don't know that, so I
Yeah,
would pass.
We won't take the chance. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. Right, Rory, you're on lead. Let's have a look at dummy. Let's see how many tricks I can claim. And by the way, if you miss a Grand Slam, unless it's absolutely rigid, you shouldn't really be in it. Unless you can count 13 tricks, you shouldn't really be in it. Because you'll always get, even if you make 13 tricks in a small slam, you'll always get a good score for it. Because people won't be in slam. As on this hand, Thomas.
Yes, BJ.
People won't be in slam. I've got to win that. Right. So we've got 6 spade tricks.
Sorry, I should have put the 8 of hearts there. I beg your pardon.
It doesn't matter. 6 spade tricks and the ace of hearts is 7. 3 diamond tricks is 10. The ace of clubs is 11. And it looks as if in order to get 12, we need the diamonds to be 3. But just in case the diamonds aren't 3-3, we'll do something different. Because the last hand might have been. We'll play a small club. Always give up a trick when you're in a small slam that you can. Go on, Rory, play club. I don't care which one. Okay. Now, Rory, put me onto the pin of your car. Oh, you just come back with one of them. Okay.
Let's come down. Oh.
Right, we're going to draw trumps and see what happens. I'm always a believer in see what happens. Look at that, the trumps weren't nasty at all. They were nice at all.
Can't do that.
Or discarded a club. That's helpful.
What did I do there? Sorry, Jesus Christ. Sorry, can I have an undo there? I was falling asleep there.
Yeah. Undo.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Oh. Did Rory discard a diamond there?
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm being squeezed here. Diamonds and clubs.
Wow.
Did he catch you again, Rory?
He did, yeah.
But we'll finish it out and just wait till you see it, because this is the expert that BJ is. He gave up his chance of an extra trick because of the way the diamond suit was or are likely to be breaking. When you're missing 6 cards, what way are the diamonds most likely to break?
4-2.
2.
4-2, not 3-3. So he gave himself an extra chance by giving up a trick in clubs. And that created the position for the squeeze on East.
Very good.
Rory, I'm sorry, I got you again.
Now, just look at that hand for 1 second, everybody, just to finish off. I mean, really, the 2 hands, the last 2 hands show the caliber of BJ's expertise.
No.
Absolutely, BJ. Absolutely, it does. I mean, the first he had a backup plan for the hand where it was where he knew that if something happened, he worked out that if the spades broke badly. On this hand, he worked out that if diamonds are 3-3, by the way, he's always going to make it, isn't he?
Yeah.
He can't be stopped from making it. But the odds of diamonds being 3-3 is 36 or 33% or something like that. The odds of them being 4-2 is much greater. And by losing a club trick, what did he do? He gave up a trick that he had to lose. And what's that called in squeeze play? Rectifying the count, losing as many tricks as he can. And then he played all of his winners. And Rory, I mean, Rory was between a rock and a hard place. If he threw a club, BJ was going to win the last trick with the 9 of clubs. If he throws a diamond, BJ wins his extra trick with the 7 of
clubs.
Diamonds. And he spotted that straight away, as we expected him to, by the way. You can't be ranked number 3 out of 30,000 players in Ireland and be a bad bridge player. Far from it.
Habit, Thomas, habit.
Good habit, BJ. Good habits. That's different, isn't it? Okay, any questions?
Yeah, when North had bid the 5 spades and South was trying to evaluate whether to go for 6 or 7, at that stage, how many losers would you count in the South hand having had the bid? I counted 3, but is that right?
Very good question, Jay.
Yes, I think you're right. I think you're right that it's 3. You should be counting 3 losers. BJ checked for the Queen of Spades, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Just to cover it, because he had the ability to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I didn't have the Queen of Spades, I was likely going to have a 3rd spade. Wouldn't that be fair enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, just for 1 second, if you have a look at this auction, for just to finish it out, because there's a couple of very good points in this auction. When South opens 2 clubs and North bids 2 diamonds, okay, and South bids 2 spades and North bids 3 spades, I must have a reasonable hand to do that. I must have a reason to do it. Otherwise, I would just simply have bid 4 spades. So over 3 spades, BJ was in a great position to be able to continue to make a slam try. He Q-bid his 4 clubs, and I was quite confident Q-bidding 4 diamonds now, knowing, I mean, I didn't bid 3 diamonds over 2 clubs, did I?
No.
You know what I mean? So I kind of felt, even though I didn't have the ace of diamonds, I kind of felt I have to make some sort of a slam try with the king queen, because the odds of me having an ace is very low. So 4 diamonds. And when I bid 4 diamonds, BJ knew what I had, knew what I was trying to get across to him. And then he was able to continue to bid. And if I had have had the king of clubs, as well as the queen of spades, without the queen of diamonds, well, now you might be able
Well,
to
just go through all of that as we bid again, please.
Yeah, certainly.
To make that point.
Bid your 2 clubs, BJ.
I think it's easier to understand what you're saying.
When you're fair enough, yeah. So if I had a good hand with diamonds, what could I have bid?
3 diamonds, yeah.
3 diamonds, couldn't I? So by not jumping to 3 diamonds, I'm limiting the sort of hand I have by bidding 2 diamonds, which means later on in the auction, I can try to convey something different because I've limited the hand to 2 diamonds. So over 2 spades, my other choice, by the way, that I was thinking of bidding was what over 2 spades, everybody?
Do you know Trump?
No, because that's a double negative. That says I have a really bad hand.
4 spades.
No, because I'm too good for 4 spades.
Yeah.
I was thinking of maybe bidding my diamonds. That's what I was thinking of maybe bidding, all right? But I thought because I had the queen of spades, I thought I'd be better to show the fit in spades. Okay. Yeah, and now because when BJ Q bids 4 clubs, because I bid 2 diamonds initially, now I felt I was worth bidding 4 diamonds. Even though I didn't have the ace of diamonds, I felt it was worth bidding 4 diamonds just to try and get across that I have something good in
diamonds.
And that might help BJ to be able
And
to
that's exactly
investigate.
what happened in the bidding. BJ did not see these hands, by the way. He didn't see them. So that's exactly what he thought when Thomas went 4 diamonds. He said, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Thomas Snowla, that Q bid is asking you what exactly?
It's not asking. My 4 diamonds is showing that I've got something good in diamonds.
No, sorry, the 4 clubs. What was it? What was the question that asked?
No, it's not a question. The 4 clubs is a statement. The 4 clubs says I have a first round control in clubs. The ace or a void.
Okay.
So now at South, your main issue is you have 3 small clubs that you can't cover.
Yeah, but I know he has the first round.
Clubs.
Yeah, he has they won't take the first round of clubs, will they?
Sorry, as South, you're looking, you say, okay, I'm fine in diamonds, I'm fine in hearts, I'm fine in spades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he hasn't just got the king of diamonds when he bid 3 spades.
Do you remember I didn't just bid 4 spades, did I? What did I bid over 2 spades? I bid
3 spades.
So I have to have something extra, don't I? I mean, what's the extra card I have in my hand that BJ doesn't know about?
Yeah.
Queen of diamonds.
The Queen of Diamonds. Do you see that? I might have equally had the King of Clubs in my hand that BJ might not have known about. I have to have, I can't just have 3 or 4 points and bid 3 spades, because if I have a really bad hand over 2 spades.
Yeah. So then you're down to
I'll
2.
jump to
4 spades.
And now, now, if I jump to 4 spades, BJ would need to have a better hand to go looking for slam, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He'd have to have a much better hand to go looking for slam. Probably have to have another honor in clubs, at least, to go looking for slam. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the benefit of 2 clubs.
How many spades? Sorry, how many spades does the 2 spades promise?
I mean, if it's 5, they're going to be very, very, very strong.
Okay.
Okay. I don't open 2 clubs with 2 suitors because the space is being robbed. Okay. So rarely do I open 2 clubs if I have 2 suitors. So the only reason 2 spades would be 5 spades. As BJ and Rory pointed out, 2 spades was what? Game?
Forcing.
Practically game forcing. Yeah, he's BJ's 9 tricks in his own hand with a half trick loser in spades as well. He's a semi-solid spade suit. So the way you have to think about it is, if I gave BJ 1 good card, would he be able to make game?
Yeah.
And if he opens at the 1 level and I've only got 1 good card, what might I do? If I've only 1 honor and BJ opens 1 spade, what will I do?
Pass, maybe.
Yeah, so when he can't afford me to pass with a trick in my hand, what does he have to open?
2 clubs.
Yeah, and create that force.
Very good.
Okay, Rory pointed that out earlier on. Yeah, the 2 spade rebid as a rebid.
If you had rebid, 3 diamonds, Thomas.
Well, let's have a look at that, will we?
Yeah, great.
Will we have a look at that? I'll bid 3 diamonds. Let's see what BJ would do over 3 diamonds.
Will he say 3 spades or will he introduce his
Well, let's
club?
see what he'll do. Let's see what he'll do. He's going to do it, isn't he?
Yeah, sure.
Very good. And over that, what will I do?
Spades.
And I think he's going to continue to do what he did, by the way, in this auction. I think we're going to get to the same path. 5 clubs. Yeah.
The reason I bid 5 clubs there is because I've got the ace of the diamond. And you showed positive, you know, you've got diamonds, so.
Yeah, and I'm going to continue to bid that I've got something good in diamonds.
But also it's BJ's cheapest Q bid.
It is over 4 spades. The cheapest Q bid he can make is clubs.
And that 5 hearts, Thomas.
That's a Q bid as well, isn't it, everybody? So 5 clubs says I have a first round control in clubs. 5 hearts says I have a first round control in hearts. Maybe I might be wrong here, everybody. What should I probably bid over 5 hearts? I think I should just bid 6 spades now, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Well, I'm still going to pass because I know he doesn't have a club control.
Yeah, I can't really have a good suit of diamonds, the queen of spades and the club control, and have started the auction with 2 diamonds, can I?
Yeah, but I would be very tempted, Thomas, if you had king, queen, jack to 6 diamonds.
If I had king, queen, jack to 6 diamonds and the queen of spades, I would have bid 3 diamonds over 2 clubs, wouldn't I? Yeah. It's the not making the positive bid which constrains North's hand later on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 You nailed it, BJ. You nailed it. Okay. Everybody happy? Any questions?
Yeah, even though you have a fit in clubs, I once read you shouldn't play in a slam when the trump suit is of poor quality as it is here.
You've got to fit in both, haven't you? But I mean, it's also more to do with the fact that it's a major, isn't it?
But sometimes books recommend playing in the 4-4 fit to get rid of your losers on your 6 card side suit.
Yeah. Can do. It can be right to do that sometimes. Absolutely.
Except that we never knew we had a club fit. We never bid them.
No.
We no need to bid them.
True.
Because this is Thomas showed spade support. Therefore, why am I looking for a club fit when we have a spades fit?
Except if Thomas rebids 3 diamonds, we're going into that possibility.
I'm still going to bid my spades because my clubs aren't good enough.
It's true. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
The quality of the suit. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. If I had ace, king, jack, X of clubs, then I might bid.
Yep.
Over 3 diamonds. Yes.
Very good.
But I would be afraid that if I bid 4 clubs over 3 diamonds, that it's a Q bid agreeing diamonds. So
right.
One has to be very careful.
How did you enjoy sitting behind, having a look at the cards as BJ was bidding them?
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right, Thomas, can I go now?
Rory, can BJ go?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think we all need to thank him for doing this tonight.
Here.
Thanks, BJ. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
BJ, we were delighted to have you. We really were, and we were very, very delighted that you were.
Make that smile bigger, will you? Bye now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Listen,
Bye-bye,
everybody,
thank you.
I hope you enjoyed that. That's the first of our Sunday guest seminars. We're going to put it up on the YouTube channel if you want to watch it again, or if you have friends who want to watch it again, please like and subscribe if you can. And in 2 weeks' time, we should have Carol de Raymaker, also Grandmaster, and he'll give his take on things, and hopefully Thomas and Carol will play a few hands together to get an idea of how he thinks about these things. Okay?
Again, Carl de Raymaker is one of the top 30 players in the top 10 players, I think maybe, top 10 players in the country, has won multiple national competitions, has represented Ireland at mixed, at European level, and has a great level of aggression about how he bids and a great style of play as well. So you're going to be getting a great mixture of different styles and different players, and it's very interesting to sit behind them
Really?
and see what the way they're thinking about the hand. And what you notice, or what I hope you notice, most importantly, is they're preparing before they play. They almost have a backup plan on top of the plan they already have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
You
Jesus.
should be playing we. You should be saying we, not they, Thomas. You're one of them.
Well, I don't play a lot, Rory. I don't play a lot.
But listen, thanks also to Thomas. I have to say that he was brilliant, and well, thank you all. And this is our thank you to you, because this one was free. We wanted because you've all been involved with our lessons and things. And I hope you enjoyed it. We're delighted to give it to you. And I hope you join us.
Thanks, Rory.
Thanks a million. Thomas, thank you. Can I just say two things? Thomas, I can't do any lessons this week at all because I've my play coming up. And
the best of luck with it. Break a leg.
Thanks a million. And Nuala, can I get in touch with you if you're still there?